What is up, everybody? Welcome to episode 2 of the Spec Club. I'm joined by the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, Ultra Maximus. We got some other people to slide in through today, but to get this thing kicked off, it's me and Ultra. Ultra, how you doing this evening, sir?
I'm well. Thank you for having me, good sir. And hello to everybody watching.
The pleasure is all mine. The pleasure is all mine.
Oh, you're far too modest.
Man, I got a lot of things I want to get into today, but some of this I want to wait until we get a couple of more heads in here. Sorry, y'all. The graphics looking a little bit janky. I'm still working on the presentation. I'm gonna get everything right, but I just kind of haphazardly threw some stuff together today. But first, you know what? Let me do this. I got a package today from one of the most awesome sellers in the retailers in the business right now.
Oh, I heard it had a little signature love letter on it too, huh?
Yes, sir. It does. We're gonna get to that. But this set is for you guys. This set is for you guys. Let me see. Let me go to my solo layout. Put myself on the screen. This set is for you guys. We got the Wanted Comics, Poison Ivy, Souza Micah exclusive. That's gonna be the giveaway today. Just say what's up in the chat and like the video. And we're gonna spin the giveaway wheel for this tonight. Now, since Drew is an awesome guy, I was telling him how I missed out on Souza Micah when she was at MegaCon. Because she was tired, man. She had worked the con the week before that, and con life is stressful. I got some on my face. Use my dang, get off. She was stressed out from that con, like, man, she was tired, so she had to take an early exit. But I didn't get to meet her, so she did hook your boy up. She autographed this book for me and gave me the custom inscription on that. So that will get sent off to CBCS, so I can get that slabbed up with the CBCS gold label on it. So that was pretty awesome of Drew. And the boy Big Remo stepping in the building.
What's up?
What's happening, fellas?
Is there nothing? Hey, what's good with you, brother? So that was a pretty awesome way to start off my week here by getting that package in the mail from Drew. Drew, if you watching, thank you again, brother. Greatly appreciate it. I didn't ask Drew to do that. He did it on his own, man. He did it on his own. So I always gonna have love for Drew and Wanted Comics. Not yet, Code Red. Code Red asking if I'm supposed to be on vacation. That'll be in a couple of days. Y'all won't be seeing me for the rest of the week. I won't be back till next week. But there still will be a cover pick. So I'm pretty sure Aaron and Paul and Ant can hold that down while I hit this. Actually, Ultra, I'm gonna be in Florida for a little bit. I'm gonna be in Orlando area for a couple of hours. Then we're going on the cruise, so we're gonna hop on the cruise, man, and peel out.
Speaking of cruises, did you hear how Disney is no longer doing Cape Canaveral? They're moving. They're doing it in Miami.
That makes more sense. I mean, more people travel into Miami, so
Central Florida is Disneyland now. It's Disney country.
Yeah. But I mean, you think if you're not going to Florida, if you're not going to Disneyland, then maybe Miami is more accessible for you. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why that makes sense. Unless I don't know.
They've been there for years, though. That's like the weird thing. So there's a lot of people who are absolutely used to getting there, and there's habitual cruisers. So yeah. I've never actually been on a cruise myself, but I've been on a boat before.
Yeah, cruises, man, they not that bad. Like, they not that bad, man. Like, I ain't gonna say they're not that bad because some people love cruises, and I can understand why. It's one of those things I have to relax myself into. You know what I'm saying? Like, my anxiety is gonna be high going into it, but once I get into the flow of it, I'll be all right. But it's a great way to kind of disconnect from reality because the Wi-Fi is crappy on the boats. It's not like you can just go all in on social media. Like you can still access social media, but really, why would you want to do that on while you're on the cruise unless you had like a business that you need to stay tapped into while you were on the cruise or something like that. But I mean, for the most part, man, like you get to eat all day, drink all day, and
sleep all day.
chill out on the boat. And yeah, man, what could be better? You know.
My boy just
Um,
got married, and he went on his honeymoon. He was in Bora Bora for like a week, and then they went to I think they went to Hawaii
mhm.
or somewhere, and they ended up in San Diego. Or he just got back, and then he went to San Diego by himself. And I was like, he was showing. He kept like sending me videos, kind of like not rubbing it in. But he was showing it like in a group text. And I'm like, dude, I wouldn't even have been recording that much. Like, I'd have been chilling, enjoying where you was at. Like, I don't think I would have been able to share that with it because I would be trying to take in all that beauty. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about the boat is like you're on the boat and it's like you can't see outside of it, so it's more like you know what I mean, like in a mall, in a mall for a few days.
Exactly.
I mean,
Like, see, the thing about it is that like even when you on sea level, all you can see is water in every direction, right? So it's not like you passing by an island and you can see stuff. You know,
it's like being in Vegas. You're in the casinos and you kind of go to casino to casino to casino, and you don't really go up. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like you're really just like you said, you're in the moment. Like you're in the cruise. So it's like the water really ain't the attraction. You know what I mean? It's the boat.
Right. You're definitely right about that. All right. And oh man, I'm kind of deciding where I want to jump into first. I'm thinking the way that we should start. And you know what? This probably Ultra. Have you watched Miss Marvel yet?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm thinking that might be the way to start.
Or did you
start off with that because everybody's seen it, had to have seen it by now.
Maybe, but there's breaking news.
Oh shit.
Lady Gaga is going to play Harley Quinn in the Joker sequel, and it's a musical.
No way. Get at it. Oh, no way, DC. You got to see. This is why I don't like saying nice stuff about people, man. This is why I don't like saying nice stuff about people. Like, oh man, look at DC. They getting their stuff together. They making smart decisions. You know, this, that, and the other. Man, bro. That.
So, I've never seen Joker the same way that I've never seen Venom, and I've never seen Venom 2. And I probably won't be watching Joker 2 either.
Yeah.
It's some stuff I don't need to see to know it's going to suck, man.
That's exactly my philosophy.
You just don't want to set yourself up to just be like, I can't never watch another movie from this character again.
You know, it's just one of those things. Like for me, I am like that super fan. It's like, oh, they didn't adhere to the comic. I'll stick up my nose and stick up my thumb to that one. Yeah. Look at the shirt I'm wearing. I'm wearing a Venom shirt. And you know what? You can't have Venom without Spider-Man being his villain for at least a little while. Just at least a little bit. Okay? So
even if it's the introduction.
Tom Holland's Secret Wars, it better be good. It better be accurate. He better get the black suit. He better whoop some ass for a little while. He better take the black suit back for his next movie. And they better cast the Eddie Brock of this universe in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
But see, here go my thing. The only way that this could be acceptable, in my opinion, since that last Joker movie, it really wasn't a DCEU movie. It was like a movie about Joker. A movie. It was like a DC Black Label book. Exactly. Like this really not. This not Joker. This is like some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna call it a Joker movie. So
it's Joking Time sounds better than it's Morbin Time, Mojo Quid.
I'm gonna tell you my problem with this. I was reading a report today that said the guy that directed the Joker movie, what's his name, Todd Phillips or something like that. They said that this dude's supposed to be like the Kevin Feige. Hold on.
He's supposed to be DC's Kevin Feige?
This dude's supposed to be DC Kevin Feige, yeah. I was reading a report today that said, and I was going to talk about this too, so this would be a good segue. That basically said DC talked to that Warner talked to Bob Iger and somebody else that left Marvel / Disney since the creation of the MCU and got advice from them on how to make DCU a connected universe like Marvel. My only problem with that is that Bob Iger was the guy that was pissing off freaking Kevin Feige and making Kevin Feige. Hold on, was it Bob Iger? Was it Bob Iger?
Iger was like the head of Disney. So you talking about, or you're talking about the head of Marvel?
Yeah. No, the head of Disney. Who I think it was Bob Iger. It was Bob. If it wasn't Bob Iger, it was somebody else. But I want to say it was Bob Iger was pissing off Kevin Feige, and that's why when Kevin Feige was gonna quit and go to DC. But I think Bob Iger ain't with Disney no more, right?
No, don't think so.
Okay, so yeah, so I'm guessing process of elimination, but I could have the name misconstrued, but I will double check.
No, I think you're right, but wasn't he over the MCU's first phase, like the beginning?
Yeah,
of it?
but yeah, it's
no,
like,
Bob Iger was over the Inhumans.
Oh, okay,
correct.
Yeah, I knew he was over one of them because then Feige took over and took it all.
No, yeah, Bob Iger was over everything, but Kevin Feige was the one making all the plays. But Bob Iger, like, he didn't want them to do Guardians of the Galaxy. He didn't want them to do the Black Widow movie. Feige had been wanting to do that, but that's why we got Black Widow so late, and that's why really it makes no sense because that was a Feige passion project. Now, you think if we would have got that movie way back around the Captain America Winter Soldier around that time in the MCU, it would have been a much better movie, right? Because we wouldn't have saw Thanos and the Black Order and every Marvel superhero all on the screen at one time doing this crazy epic battle. It would have been a lot better for that period of time. But now the bar has been set so high that Black Widow, they should have just made that a Disney Plus show, a movie.
I mean, it wasn't bad, but it was like you said, it was too little, too late. Like,
so for me, I actually like the shows because it tends to be longer than a movie.
Yeah. I mean,
it's just
if
like
you put them all together. If you put them all together, about
See, this makes sense right here because as soon as Bob Iger was gone, they canceled all that ABC stuff. Now, if you kind of look at the content that they was making when Bob Iger was there, it was very grounded stuff. Iron Man, even though it's about a guy flying around in the suit, even though it was about a guy flying. Hey, Eric, what's up? Shout out Eric Hurt. Coco girl, that's Cap. That's Cap. You ain't putting no gas in the truck. Even though basically it just got to a point where Feige, even though Bob Iger was there, Feige was running everything because the executives was like, look, bro, Bob, you doing too much. Let this man cook. Yeah. But, back to the point I was trying to make about DC is that this Todd Phillips guy is supposed to be the Tom Phillips. I can't remember the dude's name. Sorry, y'all. I'm not on point with my names today. But he's supposed to be like the Feige of this universe. So, bro, what the?
Is your screen going dead? Because we can hear you.
No, y'all can still hear me? Okay. Yeah. No, my HDMI cord was pulling out. Just like it happened earlier when I told you I was like, I couldn't see anything, but you was like, well, I can still hear you. Anyways, so anyway, this guy's supposed to be like the Feige. Now, if this is just like a one-off and this Joker 2 was something he was already gonna do, okay, cool. But if you about to try to turn this whole new DECU into movies like this, no way.
I mean, are they trying to tie him in with the Batman?
Here, let me
on that timeline, or
if I can pull it up.
Well, they showed Thomas Wayne in the first movie, right?
I still haven't seen the Batman. I heard it was good. You said it was good. But...
Oh, and the Thomas Reeves Batman was great.
No, the Batman with the kid from Twilight.
Yeah, that's the Matt Reeves Batman.
Would that be tying in with these two movies?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, so this is a different timeline.
Yeah, they've already said that this Joker takes place in a completely separate universe, but they did show
has Harley with him though.
He has, Lady Gaga is going to play Harley. I'll put the link from Comic Book.
I think it'll. I mean, it'll make money.
I mean,
just
Lady Gaga, right? It's Lady Gaga. She wants a starring role.
Even just if her fans go and watch it. And it's a musical, so she's going to cut an album to it, like Prince.
Yep. And they're going to sing, and Joaquin Phoenix is going to.
That part about it, I'm not too keen on. Now the whole soundtrack by the actress, I'm good with that. You know what I mean, or along those lines, like cut a dope soundtrack that fits the movie or whatever. But her being like the album by Harley Quinn, no.
So is this going to be the new Moulin Rouge?
See, and that's the thing. Is it her and Catwoman and
no, Catwoman ain't got shit to do with this one.
That's what I'm saying. So it can't be Moulin Rouge unless I see what you're saying though. It's got to be something risque about it. But I don't want to see Joaquin Phoenix singing. That's for damn sure.
The only thing I could see, man, I don't know, man. Like,
you want to see Lady Gaga singing as she murders people as Harley Quinn?
I can see that.
I mean, and that's exactly what she would want to do because she's weird like that.
Yeah, exactly. I could see that for sure.
So I'm pretty sure it's just going to be Joaquin Phoenix having more of his episodes, Harley having episodes with him, and the whole movie is going to be them in the mental institution, just like Moon Knight.
Or Natural Born Killers type of thing.
Yeah, or one of those things. Yeah, absolutely.
But you know, nowadays when they do have a thing in reporting. They say, "Oh, it's gonna be a musical," and then we go and see the movie, and it's only like one musical type of part in there. You know what I'm saying? So
one scene.
Yeah, well, it's like
didn't he do like a real big dance number on the stairs in the last movie? I haven't seen the first movie, so all I know is pure conjecture from things I've heard from other people. Like he does like some kind of like crazy dance on the stairs. I saw in like the preview videos and shit.
Kind of like Texas Chainsaw Massacre when he's dancing with the chainsaw down the street.
Oh, you mean American Psycho?
No. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Really? Oh, shit, I gotta watch that one now.
That's old school, man. I'm showing my age, man. The original. And he's just swinging the chainsaw going down the street. And, it's crazy.
Yeah. So, man, that's gonna be something to watch, man. Because if DC, man. If they start trying to do stuff like this the whole way, I just hope this is another like a little one-off passion project for this director. And then, but the most because Blue Beetle, you know, is looking pretty good so far. Yeah. So I'm hoping
they should put this thing on like HBO Max.
Yeah, straight to Max. Yeah,
and like make it like a concert event. Like,
so you guys think that Moon Knight was kind of like, haha, we're going to beat you to the Blue Beetle. Like, we're going to beat you to the Egyptian scarabs and all that other stuff first.
Maybe, but I don't think they're going to expound on it as much as DC is.
You think DC's really going to build on Blue Beetle?
I mean, they're going to have to, like, you know what I mean? With the whole
they got a good young actor, the kid from Cobra Kai. They got a good director. You know, nobody great, but somebody that they could build with. If the movie hits, or even if it semi hits, like they can kind of build it up. But my problem with DC is that I feel like the easier thing for them to do is to take a character like Static Shock and kind of build him up the way that Marvel did with Miles, to where you put him in other forms of media first, video games, animated movie, animated TV show, which they did put Static Shock back on HBO Max, where you can go back and watch like I think that show had like 6 seasons. So you can try to do stuff like that, but I feel like you got to build characters up in other media, in other forms of media first. Like a big one being video games is one that I strongly believe in. Because anything associated with a screen, these kids love, man. These kids
Yeah.
love it. So that's the easy way to kind of build things up, build the character up, get a legitimate following behind them. Then, you know what I'm saying, do the movie and everything of that nature, and kind of go that route with it. But when you just straight to movie, to me that don't translate well. You got to give people time to invest into the character, um putting out merchandise so people can, because the way I see it is, if you got kids with Static Shock tennis shoes, Static Shock t-shirts, Static Shock action figures, all of this stuff, video games, cartoons, animated movie, and then boom, the live action comes. Like, you already do, you entrenched deep at that point. Like, people never gonna let that bone go with Miles, because people got the Miles Funko Pops, the Miles, t-shirts, the
Cartoon, the
the,
movie.
the action figures, the animated movie. It's so much Miles stuff out here that people is entrenched with it, so they not gonna let it go. And I feel like these movie companies have to start thinking about this in reverse. Let's build the character up through merch, animated media, then let's do the live action instead of doing the live action and everything else following. Because the live action and then trying to translate it to something else, it's not working. And I don't know if it's one of these things, but corporations, they have if something's always been traditionally done one way, it takes a lot for a corporation to say, no, we need to stop doing it that way. Let's try a new way, because they can afford to lose so much money, and they would rather keep taking these risks and losing money than to say, okay, let's just try something different, without necessarily taking the loss, because we done tried this with 2, 3 movies, 4 movies, TV shows in a row, and it's really not working like that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you think about it, Miss Marvel, as much as I love the first episode of that, and it has me confident that the entire series is going to be great, it's not a lot of Miss Marvel stuff out there, right? And if you kind of go out and try to buy something after the hype, it's always a fork in the road. Like, Disney didn't even have their stuff together for Baby Yoda. When that first dropped, like
they weren't ready.
The life-size toy should have been in Target, Walmart, everywhere before the series even dropped. It should have already been there.
That's the thing, is they didn't want to spoil. And that's I think how the success of Mandalorian really got there, is they kept a tight lid on what was going down on that show.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike a lot of the Marvel projects, the Star Wars projects don't get spoiled as hard, I think. And I think the spec, if you are in the comic book spec side of things, the spec for Star Wars happens after somebody appears. So, and unless we're dealing with High Republic, which is the very first time in many, many years, why new characters were showing up that hadn't appeared before. Kind of like Dark Horse had expanded universe characters showing up. So,
I just think when you were talking about with the Harley Quinn, if you put that out at the movies, she has characters, but this isn't even, you're not investing into that character long term, because it's not even in the same universe, right?
Right.
So you're investing in Batman going forward, and you're not going to be able to tie these characters into that timeline.
So how many? Margot Robbie has appeared in multiple movies, like 2 full movies, right? No, 3. Birds of Prey also. So there's 3 full movies plus the cameo appearances in other DC projects that she's had. So she's definitely the better, recognized character playing Harley Quinn. But that's the reason why I think they're going with Lady Gaga for this project and not using Margot, because they want to differentiate.
I just think it's going to cause confusion.
Oh, of course it will.
To the
what
casual,
DC does best.
Yeah, to the casual fan, they're going to think it's all the same, and they're going to be like, "Wait a minute," and they're not going to be able to get into it because then you're false flagging the Lady Gaga fans that we get this. Yeah, that's who she is. You know what I mean? Going forward, so and it's not. So like you said, it's a one off. You know what I mean? Like they'll probably have to kill her off at the end of the movie or something. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I'm pretty sure at the end of the movie it's going to be just like the end of the first one, supposedly. Like, yo, you crazy?
Yeah, baddie,
man. But look, as far as DC go, man, I'm gonna let them make it for right now because that Joker 2 might hit and it might just go nuts. You know what I'm saying? Like if casual
as a good movie, it'll go nuts, but it won't do anything for Spec. You know what I mean?
Yeah, spec wise, it ain't doing shit.
But it'll just be a fire ass movie that people will keep talking about.
It'll be Spec. No, it's not gonna no.
And we can see your screen when you're typing.
Oh, you can? Dang. Man.
Yes, we can. You got a nice amount of people chatting with you, bro.
Wow. That was
Close that out, man. Close that out. Y'all might see something in there y'all don't need to be.
Exactly. Watch.
I know our chats are sometimes not safe for work.
Yeah, man. Ooh wee.
Yeah. Actually, I don't think it was nothing too. It ain't nothing incriminating in there.
It's all right. No. Everybody knows I go to that other internet.
That dark web. That dark web.
I think if they do it right, which is saying I know that's with all project. But if you do that Black Manta series, if you do it right, it might bring them back. You know what I mean?
Man, DC got so many characters, man, that they could do dope movies with that will connect well with this age of moviegoers. Just I'm thinking about the casuals. Like I'm not even thinking about the speculators. I know y'all gonna hate it. I know y'all don't want to hear it, but y'all can kiss my ass. I don't be worried about y'all when it comes to my man Skeff in the house. Skeff, what's up, bro?
Oh man, that was quick. Hello, I wasn't prepared for that.
Sorry, brother. I just clicked back on the screen and saw you in there, man.
I didn't put my face on yet.
You know we came for, man. People want to see the beard, man. People want to see the beard.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we're just talking about DC continuing to DC. You might not know, but I've been like one of the huge DC supporters in the community for a long time. Just saying, DC gonna get it right, man. A broken clock is right, at least twice a day. And so the news just broke about DC. Joker 2 is supposed to be a musical, and they're gonna have Lady Gaga starring as Harley Quinn. So
I don't think I've ever heard of anything more desperate in my life. Can you go ahead and get Bradley Cooper in on that as well? So
I was thinking the same thing.
Sequel for Shallow.
I thought the same thing, man. I was like, oh man, that's the only way they're going to be able to do it. It can't be, if they have that guy Joaquin Phoenix singing, I do not want to see that.
I mean, the concept is just, is this going to be Dr. Horrible sing along? Like, what do we got? If it's like that, I'm in. If it's like Dr. Horrible sing along blog.
I'm thinking Lady Gaga's going to sing while Joker stabs people.
Yeah, or vice versa.
Or vice versa.
Or wait, or are they gonna take the Sweeney Todd approach?
That's what somebody else in the chat
violent, said. Right? Yeah. That's the thing, right? Like, they're gonna make it different, right? So, I guess making it a musical is gonna be different,
right? Now, one thing I was saying, Skeff, was that you know how it is nowadays. They be like, "Oh, this is gonna be a musical," and then we go and see the movie, and it's like maybe 2 parts that could be considered a musical, and that's the only thing musical, about it. And it's not really just a lot of music. It's not a musical in the sense of being like a true musical, which then is gonna piss a lot of people off. That's casuals who probably just Lady Gaga fans that's going to say, "Oh, it's a musical with Lady Gaga." But I will admit this. There is a demographic out there that are casual fans that are say, "Oh, I love Harley Quinn." They don't know nothing about Harley Quinn, but they got Harley Quinn shirts and Funko Pops, and just like I was saying about Miles, where they got all of this Harley Quinn merchandise. They probably seen her in these past 2 Suicide Squad movies, and they just they don't care. Oh, Harley Quinn is in it. I guarantee you, a lot of those people that's invested in Harley Quinn that way are probably Lady Gaga fans, or they know who she is. It's a fan base for everything. It's a fan base for everything.
I'll put it this way: if it's not a full-fledged musical, I will be disappointed. If they said it's a musical and I don't get, like, I don't know, Rent or Glee or something, I will be mad.
I think it's going to be along the lines like Wizard of Oz. It's a musical, but there's going to be pockets of where you're going to fit in songs. You know what I mean?
Man.
Amongst the acting,
Here's the song, right? If I only had a blade.
Exactly.
Da.
Yeah, and they're just going to go and slash up some faces, and then they move on, and it's dialogue, and then the next song comes on, and it's about hacking, slashing,
But if you think, man, Hamilton was a huge thing. And so maybe they're trying to tap into some of that, that energy, and not even worried about, like I said, DC right now. They saying, forget the speculators. We don't care about.
Well, DC is out of options. They have to make something work, right? And they're literally like, "What's left in the bag, boss? I just pulled out musical. Run with it. We'll see what happens."
Basically, yeah. I mean, they're just throwing stuff at the wall.
This probably started out as a joke.
Have you watched Miss Marvel yet?
Yes, I have. I have watched Miss Marvel.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, because I didn't want to.
You can go ahead. Yeah.
I didn't want to cast noise. I didn't want to look. I didn't want to ruin this for nobody.
Nope.
I'm giving everybody the heads up.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
We about to talk about it. Since DC done ruined my damn day, man.
They do that. They tend to really do that. You got the hey, it's okay as long as they replace Amber Heard's Mira with a motion captured Johnny Depp, I'll be okay with that.
Man, so let me just say this, man. Let me say this.
You can't see us. It's just the Marvel.
Yeah, I know. It's just the thing, the overlay. So let me say this. Miss Marvel, that thing started and ended far better than I could ever imagine or hope, given 2 things. A, I have not been a big fan of anything Marvel and Disney has put out over the past year.
B, the DC guy, clearly.
I'm not a DC guy.
He said that from the beginning.
I'm not a DC guy. I'm a Marvel guy.
That hat
The
hat says DC on it.
I'm a Marvel guy, but my standards are higher for Marvel than DC. So when DC puts out a mediocre movie, I'm like, way to go, DC.
This McDonald's burger is warm. This is a warm McDonald's burger. Congratulations.
The cheese is melted, right?
It's in the bread. It's not on top or underneath. They got it in there.
Exactly. Y'all, I said no pickles. Y'all didn't put the pickles on there. That's all I'm asking from DC. Marvel, it's like going to Roof Chris or something. Look.
Yeah. I want to burn A's on here. I don't want no cheese.
If I say I want my steak rare, I want my damn steak mooing when it come out. I don't.
Yeah.
What if you take the opposite approach that they have been doing so good for so long that they were bound to have a couple misses?
Yeah, I don't think any of them's a miss.
I don't think any of them have been terrible. I thought they've all been very enjoyable. But I think the community they've been getting served fillets, right? Now they get like, this is no longer the fine fillet. It's more of like a petite fillet. You're like, where's more fillet? You're like, no. It's a petite fillet.
Yeah.
You still get the fillet, but it's just smaller.
Yeah.
It's always better when your expectations is lower, but now it's impossible for our expectations to be lower with Marvel, because it's like I was just saying about the Black Widow movie, that it was supposed to come out way earlier in the
pandemic.
timeline.
The pandemic killed that movie. Killed that movie.
We had everything. Shout out to Drew in the house, man. Drew from Wonder Comics.
It's getting there. I'm about to let it keep going.
Everything that could have went wrong with that movie did. Kevin Feige wanted to do that movie back in in the mid 2000s. Then once they finally got to do the movie, the pandemic messed it up. Like everything that could possibly go wrong with that movie went wrong. But wasn't that the first movie at the end game?
No.
Yeah.
Spider-Man was the first movie after Endgame.
No.
Spider-Man was second movie. So you following?
No, because Ant-Man was out. Remember, Ant-Man came out like right when the pandemic hit. Ant-Man 2.
You sure, Remo?
Yeah, because I went and saw it like right, and we went into an empty,
Ant-Man 2.
So
yeah, it was like right before the pandemic. It was like in August, prior to the pandemic.
What? The pandemic was? Yeah, you're right about that. No, but the pandemic was like in.
Yeah, because I remember my pops passed away, and I went and saw it at the movie theater with my brother and his family. Me and my family and his family went.
Well, so no, you had Endgame came out of April 2019. Then you had Far From Home coming out July 2019, and then you had Black Widow that was supposed to be July of 2021. So there was nothing. Yeah, Ant-Man came out before Endgame. No, it didn't.
Oh, you said after Endgame, right?
No, yeah. Ant-Man and Wasp came out in 2018.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, Captain Marvel,
2018.
Endgame. And
then Far From Home, and then Black Widow.
Okay, that was a little rough. Yeah, that was the one. It was everybody was staying home, so we didn't get to see any of them.
So so you following up a Spider-Man movie and Endgame.
And also, it got pushed back. It got pushed back by a whole year. It was supposed to release that 2020 summer, and then
they were right about that.
Yeah, it was supposed to come out that summer,
and then they decided just to release it.
Correct. It was just terrible timing. I mean, literally, like I think if the movie would have come out on time, I think people would have loved it, because there's a thing of momentum, right? When you continue to do something and people continue to go, then there's less hype. Then you stop. It's like if you're starving, right? If you're starving, you're hungry, someone give you some saltines. These are going to be the best saltines in the world because you haven't eaten anything.
And remember, Black Widow was going to come out, remember? And right when it was about to drop, the pandemic came out and they shelved it. And then they came back in the middle of the pandemic and was like, oh, we're going to release it on Disney+.
Yep.
We're at the theaters and then Disney+ or whatever. And everybody was like, we don't want to see that movie.
Exactly. Yeah.
I saw it at home. I didn't leave the house to go see it. I saw it on the TV.
I just barely watched it 2 weeks ago.
Same here, man. I just it's like the best part about that movie was David Harbour. You know what I mean? Like the Red Guardian kept me going. Not only because he kind of looks like me, that helps. But
that would have been, if it was in the movies, you would have loved him. Everybody would have loved him.
And apparently he broke a mutant's arm.
Yes.
Oh, when they were in jail?
Ursa Major, I believe.
Yeah.
So, the big dude. Yeah,
apparently he was a mutant.
But no,
he snapped his shit.
It was an interesting time, and I think it was just collateral damage of everything else kind of going on. And also it's hard to kind of invest in a movie. No, it's not. I don't want to say that. It's actually, like you kind of know what's going to happen. You kind of know what's going to happen in the end, but it changes. But I think how refreshing the new Miss Marvel show is crazy awesome. It really is. And I'm just like, everyone loves Miss Marvel, but then most of the community is like, most community doesn't like Captain Marvel. They're like, right? Like I feel like most of the community doesn't not a big Brie Larson.
No,
fan.
the community likes Captain Marvel just fine. They just hate Brie Larson.
That's okay. That's it. That's it. So it's just like
Carol Danvers.
Yeah,
but yeah,
you know, I don't want to say that. Oh, my expectations have been lowered, so now I can enjoy a Marvel movie. But it's like after these past couple of Disney Plus shows and movies, like maybe my expectations are lowered, and I'm able to enjoy Miss Marvel more. Or maybe it could be because I've been wanting Miss Marvel, Miles Morales, and Sam Alexander Nova I've been preaching them, saying, hey, once they get these 3 individual projects out and then a movie together, that's going to be like the next big boom for Marvel. That's going to be like the next big thing that's going to put Marvel like back on to where, you know, not only are they getting people in our age group excited to go and see every movie, because my daughter, she still ain't seen most of these Marvel movies except the ones where she just had to go to the movies with us. They can't have no other choice. But I feel like once they get that next generation of young actors, you know, in these Marvel movies, that's going to be like the next big Marvel boom where all the younger kids are going to get invested into the movies.
For me, I got back into comics because of Miss Marvel and Miles Morales and Riri, particularly Riri and Miss Marvel, because my daughter was into them. And she was showing me the cartoons, and I was like, oh, these are cool. I was like, you know, we live down the street from a comic shop. I'm like, we can go down there and you can buy the book because my daughter loves reading. So I got into, you know, Riri because she wanted the whole run, so I bought the run for her. And then I started watching her on the cartoons with her. I'm like, oh, okay. So then I started going to the shops and then picking up books, and then I would see her. And my thing with Miss Marvel is I knew what to expect, and they kind of nailed it. So I'm glad they stuck to the script of how the character really is for the most part, and they're not making it for adults that are like, you know, like it's not a hypersexualized character. So you got to really be into the story. You know what I mean? Yeah. She's young. You know what I mean? She has her own lane. It's a story about that all kids can identify with. You know what I mean? Like, and starting it off, they're getting right to it. That's what I like. You know what I mean? And you know, I'm here for it, man. I dig it, and I'm waiting to see more. I can't wait.
Have you guys seen the movie on Netflix, the Sony animated movie called The Mitchells versus the Machines?
No.
It's a phenomenal. I watched it with my boys like a couple months back. It came out on Netflix, and the way it's stylized, the way it has like, well, obviously it's all animated, but the way it has like the actual like the real animation versus like the overlays that this Marvel show is doing, where you have like you have live action, then you have like the cutaway that's animated, then you have like the way the plays the layers reminds me of the movie The Mitchell versus Machines. Which is a phenomenal animated movie. If you haven't checked it out yet on Netflix, it's really good. But it reminds me of that, where it's having more fun with your environment and making it more like appeasing to watch, kind of visually, and just kind of playing around with that. So it's definitely it's more. I like how it's more all over the place rather than just a more straight laced story.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, because I lived in New Jersey before, and I know how Jersey City is, and they make that a point, but they don't oversaturate that being the story that, hell, this is Jersey City. You can get mugged still. You can get killed, and they're still able to be kids in that environment, and still you go to school, and it's not all like ghetto-fied. Like, you know what I mean? It's not all – it's like a normal – it's like Saved by the Bell. They just happen to be in Jersey City. Now, you know – that's not how it is. So it's like a comic book. I'm digging the way that the story is laid out, like you said, with the cut scenes and everything. It keeps the heart of the story a comic book. And you should have that type of outlook when you're watching it, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I didn't see 30-year-olds in the scenes. You know,
exactly.
like Saved by the Bell. So.
Exactly, or Stranger Things for that matter, right?
Like, yeah. Like 30-year-olds.
You know what I mean? Like I like that they were able to catch that. Like, you're going to be able to grow with the character. because she's about that age. She's about 16, 17. So
she's 19
or 19. So she's junior? She's gonna be a junior, senior in high school. So you can kind of pull that off. You know what I mean? Like it's not like she's 10 years older than that. You know what I mean? Right. So she can still. She's not too far removed from these situations in her life. So
the dude who plays Eddie Munson's in his 30s.
Right?
It shows the dude who plays Steve. He's 30 also.
Yeah, Joe Carey. Yeah, but he has that baby face. Got that for every baby face.
Exactly, Dark Evolution. And that's what I liked about it is he was like, man, this is Jersey City. You'll never see that bike again. And that was the first time they were I kept telling my wife, I'm like, dude, Jersey City is not like, and even in the comic book, the backdrop is Jersey City, and it's like,
funny.
Like the Jersey City I remember 20 years ago.
Well,
all bad.
I'm in my 30s. Could I play a high schooler like on a
Yeah,
TV
you
show?
could.
Yeah, you could.
You probably can.
You like 21 Jump Street. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they would be like, they wouldn't even ask if you're a cop. You're like, are you going to the D&D club? You're like, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, didn't you guys watch Kid and Play movies back in the day, and them 30-year-old looking dudes was in high school?
Dude, 21 Jump Street when I was a kid.
Man, Kid and Play had 40-year-olds up there.
Yeah, 40-year-olds.
Well, I mean, like with The Simpsons, all the bullies and stuff like that, they're supposed to be like there was like Kearney who had kids and stuff like that. Like,
yeah,
yeah, little baby. Yeah. Oh, baby.
Or like even Otto makes a joke. He's like, Kearney, you're in the same class as I was. What are you still doing in school?
Exactly. That's how it is, and it's like it's cool that she's been around a while, so there's people that do know who she is. You know what I mean? Like there's kids that watch. I mean, they're young, but they're a little older, but they know who she is. Like those little shorts. Like kids were watching other shows on Disney XD. So then these shorts were on there. So that's how my daughter was showing me. She's like, "Oh, they're coming on in between these shows," and I'm like, "What?"
Yep.
And then we went on YouTube and just watched the whole little run. And they were detailed. They have all the characters, the characters that are in books, you know what I mean? Secret Warriors, all that stuff. Sam Alexander's Nova, like they had little stories about him. Like these kids know who they are. And if you show them to them, they're going to be like, oh yeah. And it's going to pique their interest and they'll go back and watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You guys.
So one thing, just a couple of things that I took away from the show. The art direction was great. The cinematography was great. I mean, it's a Disney project, so that's always going to be up to par. But I felt like with this, they took it to another level. Like it's a scene where I think she lays down on her bed, and the camera kind of flips over with her, and then goes to her perspective, and you can see her watching the TV. Laying the opposite way than you would normally lay, and she's looking at the TV.
Or when she's texting her homeboy and it's like appearing on the street, or it was in the window of the store.
Yeah,
like, that shit was dope.
It's the little stuff like that I appreciate. Out of
absolutely,
Dark Evolution, 100% Scott Pilgrim. Yeah, definitely a heavy Scott Pilgrim influence there. I love how all of her plans, was drawn out and kind of showed you a visual representation of that. Like whoever, man, you could tell whoever wanted to do Miss Marvel, they really had a passion for getting this character right. And I like the fact that they embraced her heritage without beating you over the head with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if I'm not mistaken, Ninth, I think it's the same guy who wrote the latest run of Miss Marvel. He's involved with it, but he's also the same guy that writes Miles Morales. So I can see them doing, you know what I mean, like a show, you know what I mean, down the line, and it'd be along the same lines of it. But yeah, it's the same way.
He knew I was about to say something. Why he not on here? But he in the chat commenting. But yeah, man. So man, I'm really excited.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. I'm kind of doing a little house cleaning while I'm on.
And everybody that jumped off the boat, man, I'll take any of your Miss Marvel books you don't want. You know what I mean? Just hit me up and we'll work something out. You know what I mean?
But I also think people kind of afraid.
Huh?
Ultra, man. See, Ultra.
What happened?
Ultra said he already got rid of most of his Miss Marvel books.
I know he did, but I'm talking to the rest of you.
It wasn't because he didn't believe in Miss Marvel.
Nah, he
It was
just.
just he
I
probably
know
had
this
great prices for him.
situation.
You know, he had
It's
great
because
prices.
he's the real plug for everyone.
What?
Yeah,
I might have plugged a few people up. You know,
easy. Hey, that chat for that, man, is like, you guys think you guys are the sharks, man. You should be in our chat group when Ultra throws out a fucking pack and everybody's fighting over it like some sharks.
it's
I was about to
mine.
beat Mel. I was about to beat Mel up over.
Hey, Mel, Comics
You know
Made. Hey, Comics Made always get the shortest stick.
Man,
I
but
be
you know
getting
what?
on
A
after
book
everybody.
that
It's
I
too
got
late,
mad,
man.
that
I
I
don't even
legit
ask.
got,
I'm like, those books are
a
gone,
book that I
man.
got legit mad at Mel about was a Miss Marvel book.
Yeah.
It was the one where she punching the alarm clock.
Yeah, the alarm
over
clock.
her head. Yeah, the alarm
That
clock
shit was
over
literally in the chat for like a minute. It
I
was
was like,
fisticuffs.
I know better now.
Mel was using every card possible to get that book.
And apparently he had a drop in 9.8 from another book that I sold him.
Yeah,
too.
exactly. It was like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, man. I like the run. I like all Miss Marvel's covers. They're all pretty dope. But that run you're showing right now, the art was totally different though.
yeah, then that first run. Now, so my thing about the amulet that she's wearing, I know when they first kind of showed that they retconned her powers, which speaking of retcon, it seems like Marvel is going to retcon a bunch of things with a bunch of different characters. It's so somebody I was watching a review today of this show, and they said that they glad that they retconned her powers because they feel like the Inhumans suck, and they didn't want her to be associated with the Inhumans. I feel like that is a little extreme,
a little harsh.
That's definitely a little on the extreme side to say Inhumans suck. But one good point that they did make is that casuals, man, sometimes you can hit them with too much stuff. So you say, oh, she's an Inhuman, but then you got her stretching and all of this other stuff like Mr. Fantastic. And most people know who the Fantastic Four is, if not from comic books, but from the horrible Fox movies, right? So they're like, well, why is she doing all this?
From the 70s, you know?
Yeah, why is she doing all this stretching like Mr. Fantastic? Is that like Mr. Fantastic's kid or something like that? Like, it's easy to confuse the casuals, right? So if you give her a origin, you know, of her powers that can be explained in literally like 30 seconds, how they did on the show. Oh, it's this bracelet that, you know what I'm saying, she got from her grandmother and she slapped it on, boom, she got powers. Now, the origin of the bracelet itself, this can be explained over several different movies or projects, and it won't take that long.
They don't even need to explain it. I'm pretty sure they already have.
I mean, they really
Eternals.
Did. Yeah, are these not the Negabands or 10 Rings?
Are these not the Negabands that were spoken of in the Eternals?
That's what I thought.
That's what I thought
they were. Could they have? I mean, they look just like. They look just like them.
And it's a band, so it's the only way that
it's like a bracelet. It's like a bracelet on the show, like a
bangle.
Yeah, like a bangle.
If you're into playing old school,
the one that you open up and kind of put around.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was telling Ninth, this is kind of jumping ahead, but we were chatting earlier, and I was saying she only has one. And if her powers are the same way, that's a good way to bring Amulet in because you can say he has the other bracelet.
Right, and that's a good call right there.
You know what I'm saying?
So what's going on with this book here, Ninth?
So this is, man, I've been trying to I hate when I tell people about stuff and they don't damn listen, especially when it's spec that make perfect sense. The stuff that don't make sense or this just reaching like Kamala reaching on this cover, that be the stuff y'all want to buy. But I tell y'all something that's logical, factual. It don't take nothing but 10 seconds to fact check it. Y'all don't want to listen. Just Miss Marvel 23, first cover appearance of Red Dagger. Now, I don't consider this to be a spoiler because it's already been out there for a while, but Red Dagger is going to be in this show. They already leaked that on when Miss Marvel was still when they were still like doing press runs for the show. I think they leaked that that he was going to be in the show because they showed like a trailer. Then it was like advertisements that they did from the show that had him in it. I don't think he's gonna be like in this green get up. I think they're gonna change it to some darker colors that don't look as goofy. But the thing about it is, is for speculators, we got to tell y'all stuff before it hits on the show. Because if we tell you after the fact,
that won't be right.
Yeah. And then two, y'all don't have a chance to go out and buy the book. I always had this thing in my head that no matter how good a female character is in a movie or a comic book or a TV show, guys are always going to naturally gravitate to the male character more. So if Red Dagger is the main male superhero lead in this show, I think that we are going to see an increase on. You're going to see his books moving at a higher percentage than where they're at right now. So after we see him on the show and we can metabolize, okay, is he going to be around? Is he a good character? We're going to see those books jump up way more than the Kamala Khan books have. Obviously, it's more room to grow there. I know just a few months ago, his first appearance was like a $20 raw book. So, that can go from 20 to 100 real quick. If this is a good character, but this is his undisputed first cover appearance. It's no ratio variants out there that came out before this. On 23, this is it. There's no variants or anything. So this is the only one for 23. To me, that's very important because the waters are not muddy, right? So you say, oh, first cover appearance, here it is. It's not like, all right, we got a first cover appearance on 23, but then there's a 23 one and 25 where he's also on the cover. This is the only one you can buy for his first cover appearance, right? So in my opinion, when this book starts selling on the secondary market, it's not like people have an option. Like if you want his first cover appearance, you have to go with this book, which means that if it's a $5 book today, you are pretty much guaranteed once people see him on the screen and they start FOMO buying that this is going to be outside of his first appearance. This is going to be the next book that is going to be bought, which pretty much guarantees like you're going to make money on this book, right? So if you want something to spec on without driving yourself crazy, this is an easy book. Now, just in course of following the timeline, the storyline of the show, here you have another cover that shows these two, and man, it's kind of funny that they entangle because anytime I hear entangled or tangled, it makes me think of entanglement with Jada and August Alsina. So here these two are in an entanglement, and look, we was just talking about love triangles the last week, saying when the X-Men hit the big screen that was going to be a huge thing, the love triangle between Cyclops, Wolverine, and Jean. So this show, I think they're going to follow this storyline from the second volume of Miss Marvel, where Bruno, Red Dagger, and Miss Marvel are in the love triangle.
Yeah,
his 29 is one I really like. Archie homage. Also a first appearance here of Kamala's nephew. But you can see Bruno right there looking all sad. While these two are sharing the shake. Y'all know I love food covers, so anytime heroes are eating food or something like that on the cover, I automatically mark out for it. So I think this one has a lot going for it as well. But then of course, bigger issues have to be resolved, and these three have to work together to figure some shit out and save the day. So it seems like they are grabbing from multiple volumes of Miss Marvel and trying to pull this thing together and make it work. So if you want to spec, you can still spec on this completely cheap, right? Because I know a lot of y'all, these shows aren't as good if there's no spec out there. So you can still get some cheap books. You don't have to run for the first appearance of Miss Marvel, first appearance of Red Dagger. It's other books out here that you guys can spec on. And that's just me on surface level. If anybody else has any other books y'all want to recommend for the people, then pull it up and share the screen or do whatever you want to do. But that's just my piece of advice.
I would say
Boom,
to piggyback
right there.
on that, if you want to think long term spec, like I said earlier, was I still think Amulet's going to play a part in this. Maybe if not this season, maybe next season. I would try and it's not a cheap book right now, but it's fairly priced, and if you wait, you won't be able to get that book.
It's at number 11 second print, right?
Yeah, I stocked up on a second print, but yeah, you mean the
No. It's 13. Number 11 is Storm Ranger.
Yeah.
Storm Ranger is good.
Yeah,
Right.
so
That's number 5 though. Issue 5 is when she actually
the second print for Storm Ranger that has the Tales of Suspense 39 swipe.
That one too.
That's really that's fire. So if the suit comes into play, like if she actually does get the Storm Ranger suit, that's good. That's a good spec play for her. The kid who showed up and fought her in school in Shield number 2. That was that little one-shot story that the kid showed up, got arrested, and we haven't seen him since. But apparently he had powers in her school, so that's always a possibility. What else? She's got a lot of good covers. Obviously, like this is one of them that everybody remembers and then forgets about, and then remembers again and then forgets about.
Great cover.
Yeah.
Great cover.
I love this cover, Michael Cho cover. This was a qualifier, was it not?
Yeah.
So
this is one of those in the age of the qualifiers. But also, Code Red's talking about that Stephanie Hans Ms. Marvel 31.
That's a great. I love that cover.
But be careful of the Virgin, which is a store exclusive.
Correct. The original run Ms. Marvel number 2, the Melina bubblegum cover.
Oh, and then
the Comixology exclusive A-Force, I believe it was, that had Captain Marvel and Ms. Marvel on it.
Well, I
anybody think Lockjaw is going to show up sometime in the second season?
If they do put
Lockjaw explain too much if he does
anywhere, that confirms the existence of the Inhumans and the royal family.
Right. I don't think that's going to happen
in this universe, which we know exists in the 8-1 something. And rattled his own brain out of his skull with his voice.
But I mean, like the Lockjaw Miss Marvel thing, that goes hand in hand. It's fun stuff.
She's BFF with Wolverine in an issue. She's met. Like that's what they did with her. Like they created her, and then they decided to give her backstory with like a whole bunch of different Marvel characters all around.
Yeah,
I really like this cover. Champions number 1 second print.
Yeah,
that one just came out.
That's recent Champions run.
But when FOC was coming around, they didn't have a cover for it, and it wasn't heavily ordered, and so a lot of people skipped out on it. So I think
wasn't this a COVID cover, like one of them?
That came out right when COVID dropped.
Lockdowns?
No, that came out like 6 months ago.
No, this is COVID 2020.
Oh, yeah, because it was right after the 1 in 50.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
1 in 50 was the one that everybody hit on and no one bought it. And then this came out as the second print, so everybody tried to run and make this be the book. But that 1 in 50 was
Walmart dropped that exclusive.
Yeah. And that 1 in 50 was still out there. Some people had it. So
I mean, but I was at MegaCon I was seeing the 1 in 50, the Momoko for like okay, I'm thinking of a different cover.
No, you're thinking I'm talking about the one in the locker room.
You are thinking of the right book. I saw it too.
For like
it was the one. I think it was the 1 in 100 Momoko.
Yep, and those are all
definitely under ratio.
Hey, Knife, blow me up right quick. I got a couple.
That was already graded.
I did see the one that was already graded too. That was I think
this is Miss Marvel 12. This is
like
the first
80,
Red Dagger,
100, something like that. Yeah.
See, this is the first appearance of Red Dagger. This is from her first
2016.
First one,
the Marvel Now series.
And then you want issue 5.
I want issue number 3,
which is when she first gets the Storm Ranger.
And that's the Secret Wars cover swipe, and then the second print is the one that is the.
So the second print is the one you're talking about, the Iron Man swipe.
Yep.
Swipe, and then issue 8, 9, and 10 are the second prints. This is when Storm Ranger actually starts popping off and trying to take over, and showing that it's a second. It's kind of like her Venom, kind of like Venom.
Yep.
And then you got 13 where Amulet, his first appearance
on the first print, and then the second print. Yeah.
And then because he has the powers how she has now, so correct. It would make sense if he somehow they tie it in that he has the other bracelet like the same one she had.
It would expand the storyline.
Yeah, and then this is the second print. This is the book. If you can grab it, get it.
Yeah, that's
second print 13. They're out there, but there are not a lot of them. But they're out there. Might not be so many after tonight, but they're out there.
You got a number 3 ratio? That Babs cover? It's
her and Lockjaw?
I don't think I do though. I don't think I have that
cover with her and Lockjaw.
My wife might have it.
That's a great. I love that cover. I love that cover. It's a great cover.
She be grabbing stuff. I have to ask where she got it at.
It's so cute.
Yeah, I just grabbed those because when my daughter she was into all of them because, like I said, all the characters from Champions, they weren't in one show together, but they had a cartoon that played all of them.
Yeah.
And
they even also showed like those Amazing Friends Spider-Man show too.
Exactly. Yeah. So the kids know, the teenagers now, like in high school, they know who those characters are. They don't know how to have access to them. You know what I mean? Like it's not in their face. This stuff nowadays has to be in their face. It's not in their face, then they're not going to care about it.
So wouldn't it be a smart time right now to start picking up Sam Alexander books?
No, sell them all.
Yeah, get rid of them. You don't want those.
You don't want those books.
You don't want none of those
books. Buy more miles.
Well, if people are buying up Miss Marvel, Sam.
Go get in the ring. Go try and win some of those auctions. I don't know, man. I mean, I think so. I mean, if you haven't bought them by now, like you know what I mean, like
and Code Red saying Champions,
snap all that stuff up. But we're not telling you anything she didn't already know.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like it's
just don't catch that case of FOMO.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've been buying these books nonstop since and when people were talking bad about her and they were selling off their books because they heard they changed her, I just kept buying more.
There you go. Yeah, you have the courage of your conviction, my friend.
Keep buying more, and then the show so far so good, And I'm not even looking at it spec wise. I'm just looking at it's a good show, but these are books we already knew they were like that. You know what I mean? Like,
yep, I agree.
It's going up a little bit, but this isn't sneaking up on anybody.
It's still insane to me that you can go buy a 9.8 of this. This is just my comic shop. You can probably get this book under $900. 9.6s, you can probably get these anywhere $300 to $400.
Yeah, I had 4 of those at one point.
For her first appearance, bro. I know it's got a heavy print run, but it's still not gonna be, as heavy as some other first appearances out there.
But even then, though, like you said, Ninth, it's heavily printed. If you like her as a character, go buy one.
It doesn't. Yeah, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it don't matter. Go buy one.
It's different.
It's going to hold value if she keeps.
Or if you like it, if you like it, right? Just click.
Yeah,
click
you like it. That's a good price,
But I would wait until people forget about it to buy it if you really like it, right?
Because what's the trend been? The trend has been after every single show or movie is over, everyone's always freaking out about the price of the books going down. Well, that's how it always is, right? Yeah. Most of the time. The only exception I remember seeing, and someone correct me if I'm wrong, only exception I remember seeing in the past couple of years of a book doing the opposite has been Invincible #1. Invincible #1 is
but you gotta look at
come out in the past 5 years. That's the only book I really could think of that has continued its upward trend after it's come out.
All like the first 100 and some odd issues. You know what I mean? Like
But
they still go for
most
like
everything
15-20
kind of falls off, just like you said.
Yeah.
The crazy thing about Invincible is that those books still have so much more potential to go up
Yeah.
because all we have gotten is an animated movie.
And it's so good.
If they ever do the live action and it's
It'll be
even
terrible.
halfway decent,
it'd be terrible.
I think they need to just keep going like
Well,
Dragon Ball Z and just have a bunch of seasons and just you'll have your cult following of people that'll keep it afloat, and
But
it doesn't need to be live action.
But I mean, why would it be terrible? Why would it be terrible? It's
because it has to be violent.
If it's on Amazon, they were already doing The Boys, so we already know that they have the technology to like make it look good.
It's a different level, mate. There's aliens, there's space, there's planets. Like, dude, most of the time, The Boys, you're in New York, you're just hanging out there.
Yeah.
But for the Invincible, I think the reason it's so well received because of like it's the animation behind it. It just plays. It does well. Like, they're making a One Punch Man live action movie that I can't wait not to see because of how much I love the anime. You know what I mean? Where it's like some things just don't translate to live action, and I think this is one where I think it'd be a hard translation. Oh, I don't. I mean,
just name any anime. Just name any anime.
Fist of the North Star.
Oh no! Stop naming animes now.
The live action Fist of the North Star. Oh my god,
man! I think that's It's a hard thing where it's definitely a challenge. But I think if they keep it, I think they need to worry about give me 4 seasons of the animated Invincible before they even begin to discuss a live action. Like, give me the story. The story's great as it is.
Burn it out, animate it, and then go ahead and make a movie.
Yeah, do the movie like in 5 years or something.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they have to start planning it now, right?
No, okay, do the movie in like 10 years. Let Steven Yeun get jacked, and then he'll play Invincible. But
he might be too old by then.
He'll be hella old by then.
He'll play Omni-Man. Let him play Omni-Man.
Yeah, he'll be Omni-Man.
No, they got to get John Hamm to play Omni-Man. But still, that's the best casting you can think of.
Man, I don't know, man. Like live action versus animated, it's one of
never
those
good.
Things where, it's like I don't want to. Sometimes I feel like it's almost inevitable because you can do animated for so long, but money.
But that's what I said. Burn it out animated, and you can do all the live action you want, but burn it out animated first.
Yeah, you're definitely right. Like, get as much as the animation as you can, and once you know, that's ended, then you go to the live action, and maybe you can get one big box office weekend.
Exactly, one payoff, and then if it really blows up, then you make another movie. But until then, like, get your money from this because this is allowing you to even create the story to go further if you want to. You know what I mean? Because then you have new fans. But the way it stands right now, it's like The Walking Dead. You got some seasons you can get out of the cartoon.
Oh, please don't do The Walking Dead to that TV show, for the love of God.
No, but I mean as far as like how you can have multiple seasons through the run of the comic and it be pretty accurate. You know what I mean?
Oh, man. No, I just want more comic accuracy. Just give me the comic. That's all I want. No fluff. No filler, no fluff, no corals. Just please keep it simple. Keep it simple.
But like you're showing the Marvel .1, the first Sam Alexander, still a fairly priced book, man. Like
super cheap.
It's not crazy
book for a first appearance. Once you consider that Miles is through the roof, and we don't know when we are going to get Miles. Right? We don't have any clue, idea. We can speculate about that all day long. We don't know when we're gonna get him. We have more of an idea on when and how we're gonna get Sam Alexander than we are Miles.
We already know the actor's name. I mean, what more do you need, right?
Oh, they casted somebody for him?
Yeah, like 6 months ago.
I didn't know that.
Oh.
Yeah, they cast what's his name?
I didn't even know that.
They cast someone for Nova. And they already announced the actor's name.
But did they
didn't say
Richard Ryan or Sam Alexander?
I don't think they distinguish, but it's like a young guy. So,
okay.
So you can assume it's Sam Alexander, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So I mean,
Sam, Sam. Don't get Nova. Don't get no Nova books, man. We don't know. Like you said, we never know when he's going to show up. Oh, by the way, while you were talking about Red Dagger, I went on there and bought like a whole bunch.
Where'd you buy them? Where?
I went on my comic shop and bought a couple of them. You know what I mean? They're
only
even
pictures. You're just like, I
got my Sam Alexander.
Like $2. I can't help myself.
So everybody remember that Spec Matrix I did on the Nova stuff? Out of all those variants, that Frank Cho, the Graduate swipe. That was
the sketch. No,
oh, nice.
Sketch.
That's the one where Beta Ray Bill's covering Sam's eyes.
Yeah.
While some alien chick's putting on her stockings.
That one and the other one you show. You said all of the Nova covers that have you said Beta Ray Bill on the cover are ghosts, right?
13, 14, and 15 in that run are, well, they're not really necessarily ghosts, but they are quite expensive because they were all 50 copy incentives from a book that not many stores were ordering 50 of at the time. People want Nova to be more popular than he actually is.
I love
yeah. We're rooting for him.
Well, and I still can't find that Deadpool photobomb variant.
But it could be one of those things with Sam Alexander and maybe even Kamala Khan too, that they become more popular after the show and they're exposed to more people. Because if you think about it right now, only us speculators really care or even know about them. Miles started to blow up after they put him in that PlayStation 5 game. Once they announced that, it was just kind of like the perfect storm right there, right? So maybe, these next couple of properties come out, these next couple of projects come out, we'll see a boost, within these characters and their popularity on the secondary market.
What do you guys think about Stranger Things?
I love Stranger Things.
Are we going to get Something is Killing the Children after this show? I'm not holding my breath on Something is Killing the Children.
Yeah.
Even though everyone on this panel knows I'm a huge fan of the book.
Whoa, yeah. Hey, wait, right here too, buddy.
Yeah.
You gotta build that character up. You're gonna have a whole season just kind of a lot of stuff happening where.
Well, I mean, with Stranger Things, that's only like what part 1 right now.
Well,
and then
July 1st, 2 more episodes.
Yeah, so they're releasing a little bit more.
You mean 2 more movies?
Yeah.
First episode 8's like an hour and 30 minutes, and the second one's 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah,
it wasn't. I'm so excited. It's like 4 more episodes.
Wait, wasn't each episode like an hour long anyways?
Almost,
right?
yeah. Each episode was almost an hour long as it was.
More than an hour.
These last 2 are an hour and a half, and then 2.5 hours.
Oh my god!
I'm excited.
So it's like Infinity War and Endgame all at once.
Yep. Also, Aaron, that Deadpool book you want, it's on eBay.
It's for what, like $100?
Oh, it's a 9.6 for 500.
Yeah, see, I'm being El Cheapo on this. Like all the other 1 in 25s, I've been finding for like $5.
They say it's a 1 in 1,000 ratio.
It's not. It's a 1 in 25.
What? You're saying this person named In the Wild Collectibles is lying?
Yes,
probably.
Ooh, called them out. Yeah.
I mean, you could just there's only 1 on eBay, so it's just like, oh.
Yeah, exactly. There's only 1 on eBay, but I mean, like, it's like what Ultra saying, like, who was ordering 25 copies of that Nova issue?
Nobody.
What book was it? Deadpool? What issue?
Champions #1, the Hawthorne variant.
That is a 1 in 1,000.
Is it a 1 in 1,000?
It is a 1 in 1,000.
See, there we go. In the Wild Collectibles, you are back on top.
So here's the thing on that. There were 17 exclusive covers for Champions.
Oh wow! Back in 2016. Damn.
Every one of those stores had a minimum order of 3,000 required, meaning they've got 3 of those Hawthorns.
I see you're doing math. I love it. Okay, I'm with you.
No. Don't let me start doing math. I'll start doing quantum physics and we'll weird
Fucking
everybody out.
Rain Man over here. I can see the numbers.
So
where's that
the
mean
Hawthorne
gift,
is not exactly a great cover. In my opinion, it's not great artistically, but it is
really
funny.
Isn't. It is funny.
But because of all those store exclusives that were offered, including Midtown doing their gargantuan order, way over the 3,000 minimum.
Didn't they do like the Breakfast Club cover?
Yeah.
Hold on. Which book is this?
By Campbell.
Champions #1.
And that one had a sales a print run of over 10,000.
Wait, is this? But this is also included in that. Is this included in that set of the photobomb set, the Deadpool photobombs?
Deadpool's on that Champions #1 Hawthorne cover.
I don't know if it includes it in the photobomb set though.
Does it have that?
It's Champions Volume 2, #1.
Does it have the 75th anniversary little like emblem on the corner scaff?
I didn't see one. Let me double check. Let me go back. No, it does not.
Okay, yeah, because like here I'm gonna.
Is he in the middle of the group of them?
Okay,
yeah,
so
he's throwing candy.
Like these. Yeah. This is like kind of what I'm talking about. These are like 1 in 25s, and you can see them.
Yeah, those are the 75th anniversary Deadpool variants.
So I'm trying to complete the entire set of these. Yeah, these are all 1 in 25s, and they're overlooked, and then like people like in back issue bins like leave them behind for like $5 or whatever.
So that's the 1 in 100 Alex Ross.
That's a great cover.
Then
that's a great cover.
You've got the qualifier variant, which is a 200% qualifier. And then you have the 1 in 1,000, which is I don't know where Knight's at. His screen's on pause.
It's okay. We got this. We'll do it live.
Oh, do you want me to share a screen? Because I can do this then.
Oh, no. I don't know why Ninth parked it on the Alex Ross.
Okay. This is the second series from 2016.
This is the 2016 series. So that's the 1 in 100 Alex Ross.
Okay. Yeah. Let me switch screens with him. So let me share real quick, and then he'll be like, "What are you doing?"
I mean, I would rather buy. There's a lot of
I'm the captain now.
eBay. You're the captain now.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a few of those Alex Ross on eBay.
All right. So which one am I clicking on next?
Keep scrolling, and then you're gonna find the Hawthorne. It's gonna have him dancing in the middle. So that's the 1 in 50. And then you're going to look. There's the Brooks.
Grab me some socks.
That's the qualifier incentive for Brooks, and then you're going to go through all of these different store exclusives.
Wow.
Hip hop variant.
Okay.
So those are the party variant, the 1 per store party variant.
Yep.
Yeah.
With Gwenpool on it. Then the second print. There's the local comic shop day, and then the 1M is the Hawthorne. That is the 1 in 1,000. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Candy.
I mean, if I really want this cover, I'll just hit up Dennis.
Yeah, I'm sure Dennis or
no,
Drew. I'm sure Drew.
No, I know Dennis has these. Like, I think he's shown it before. Like,
probably.
Yeah. So
like, and then the Campbell one below it, that is the Breakfast Club, right?
Yeah, the Midtown. That's the Midtown exclusive.
That is the Midtown exclusive.
I bought a bunch of those off of like Midtown's website for like.
And Midtown had clearance sales on them, and people were buying up for like
$1.
I
forgot about this one.
That is the John Tyler Christopher Negative Space one.
I have
that one. Was available on somebody's eBay page for a little while there too. But there was again all these exclusives. Every single one of these exclusives, if they ordered enough of them, they would get the Hawthorne.
Yeah,
all of them.
Well, if you think about it, 3,000 minimum print run, so that's at least 3 per each, variant that's outside of.
This was like one of the first ones that was like really doing that like really woke people up to the variant game and why people were doing Venomized covers like Unknown right there.
Yeah, and look,
I've actually got the Tyler Kirkham Uncanny X-Men 268 swipe for this Champions book.
Oh, and we finally hit issue 2 after
and then you hit issue 2. And here's also a little fun fact. Issue 2 has a qualifier Divided We Stand variant that actually used the qualifications and the percentage qualifier for the same as the Brooks #1. So both of those books are equally stupid hard to find. Oh, and look, the qualifier is missing from
the
my
image?
comic shop.
Is the cover, the qualifier cover, is that a Mark Brooks cover?
For the number 1, yeah, and then the number 2
Okay.
has a Divided We Stand variant, which
Ooh, let's see if I can find it though. I'm gonna use a different website. Give me a second.
And then the Walmart pack specials with all these second prints.
I know, right?
With the blue logo. Shout out to Ninth Wonder for that number 14, so I can complete some of those other ones, second prints that I'm after.
All right.
Which one?
You sent me that Champions that has the Vision and Viv Vision on it.
Okay. Yeah, that one, yeah.
The one after the lenticular issue.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I found it.
I think I had all the second prints for this at one point. That Champions.
You found that Divided We Stand?
Yeah, I did.
It's a tough one to find, and my comic shop doesn't even show it.
So
what does that tell you?
I use comics.org when I can't find images, or I hate to use images from my comic shop because of the watermark. So I always use comics.org because they just ask scans from viewers like us to put up their covers and then say what it is. So this is the Divided We Stand, right?
Cool. I like it.
Oh crap. It didn't go to big screen.
How dare you? How dare you, sir?
I know.
Like it's your first time doing these things.
I know. It does seem like that, but there we go.
Because I'm pretty sure issues 1 and 2 FOC.
Oh, I remember the first jump
drop. I think they might have even got to issue 3 FOC before 1 even dropped.
Nice.
Well, that happens.
Oh, and there's a second.
Yeah, there's second prints for most of these.
Is it the same as the A?
Yeah, same as their A cover number
in the C here.
Just the blue logo around the C.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I actually ran into the first print at a LCS, and they wanted like $30 for it, and then they had the second print for like $4. It was so funny.
Little did they know.
Yeah.
Like, we'll happily price that at the register for you.
Yeah, I mean, no, actually, this is a shop. They don't do that. And do you know how they figure out the prices for books?
I don't know.
Overstreet.
Tell me.
They use Overstreet.
Phenomenal. I love it.
I love.
Please PM me that store's location in the private chat, sir.
Will do.
I'm about to make a killing.
I know they have a website. So
if there's anybody who knows of a store that prices with Overstreet and you would like to tell me to go digging there, go ahead and DM me.
So I mean, if you're from Houston, they have 6 locations.
I'll be in Texas. I'll be in Texas for Dallas Fan Expo.
Yeah, that's only like 4 hours away. So, but
man.
Hey, if you Skeff, I will be in Dallas.
You better be in Dallas Fan Expo.
Yeah. So if you want to skip out part of the day of the con, I'm thinking Saturday, and you want to dig in a shop that's not gonna be at the convention, let me know, because I always stop at the
people
shop.
with a good time, man. Come on.
I love it.
I'll tell you what I found there. I found last time I was there, I picked up all of the Saga second prints for less than cover price.
Okay.
Like $4 or $5 a piece or something like that.
That's really good, actually.
Yeah. So, and this is like right before Saga announced that they were launching up again.
Oh, I love Saga.
Yeah. So, I mean, my brother's a big fan of that book, and then that's all he needed to complete his. Or, I mean, he still needs like a few more of the later printings for issue 1, and then the RRP. But besides that, he has the full run. Just
sweet, yeah.
Just like 5 of the like major books, right? I got him the Turkish one, so that he's satisfied with that.
Very nice of you. Get him that RRP Turkish. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Crazy rare book. That's nuts. Nothing crazy.
Yeah. Just the RRP in general.
Yeah, just that RRP in general. It's crazy. Yeah, man. It's just nuts. It is crazy. Crazy stuff. Oh, here, hey, Ultra, I wanted to ask you something. want you to. I'm curious on if you can help me evaluate how rare this book is, and because I tried to do some homework on it, and I'm just like, I'm not sure how rare this copy
I like rare
is.
stuff.
Yeah, let me. Well, it was right here.
He's gonna crush your dreams in just a second.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna crush.
He's like, I have a short box of those. I don't think they're that rare.
No, he's going to show me something that I absolutely want. It's going to be like a grail.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a modern book. It's a modern
See,
book.
it's going to be a grail. What did I tell you?
Yeah.
Let's see. I need your help. I need to know how many of these actually exist.
Once you have it
4
ready,
million.
I'm gonna put you on the screen.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
I like the back cover already.
Right?
I know that ad.
Yeah.
Right? We all
I recognize that ad.
I'm pretty sure it's
all right.
So it's a 2011, 2012 book, right?
It is a 2014 book.
Oh, okay.
2014 book.
Oh,
is it the black one? Yep.
it's just so just like anything else. Does it actually differentiate on the slab label?
No, it does not.
Yeah.
Because
that's just one of those things. Like if you've ever seen the printers and how they fill the ink.
Yeah, I haven't.
It's basically the ink was just a little bit dark at the time of some of the earlier ones got printed, and as the printer keeps going, it gets a little bit lighter until it gets so light that it turns into unsellable product that they pulp. Then they go back and fill the ink back up again, and then there might be a few run that have the darker ink, but I don't know how rare they actually are.
Okay.
This is one of those unmeasurable type of things, but I do know that people have talked about it, and I even remember eBay listings going up. I got the dark variant, like
right,
and it just ends up being like good Photoshop or not Photoshop, like good filters and stuff.
Like good photo washing out.
Yeah,
good lighting.
Because you can tell on other parts of like anything that's not the comic.
I can actually see the difference between the building and the background on yours,
right?
Even with it being the darker ink, and you could too. But what you was talking about is these guys were manipulating photos to make it look like completely black.
They were black and they weren't.
Yeah. That's like one of them books I think you can get more for in person than on eBay, or maybe even more for on Whatnot, where you can actually show that, hey, this is a darker one. Because I always just took it that the darker background came off of the printer first, which I guess is maybe some value in that. Maybe it was some of the first ones that come off of,
the ink was refilled and probably at a darker tone at that time.
Yeah.
It might have been a mess up. You never know. It could have been somebody going, "Oh shit, I mismixed this color. Run it anyway."
All right.
Like Kiss putting their blood in the red ink.
Oh yeah.
Does it turn brown later? I'm just joking. But anyways, Recalled Comics, I want to say they said they estimate that to be like 500 copies out there.
Get out of here.
I take that with a grain of salt.
Oh, okay.
Like just because of how many have sold.
All right, I got another book that is actually an example of that happening, and it's a key, which makes it awesome. New Mutants
It's a saga book like that too, ain't it? It's a saga book like that where some are darker than the other.
Might be, but the New Mutants 87s range from red background to orange.
Orange, yeah.
Oh.
And you can actually see more.
Yeah, I see them like red mostly, but I've seen orange ones too.
Well, I mean, it's supposed to be like kind of like an orangey color. I think I'm on back there. It's supposed to be orange.
The orange ones I always see are beat up, and the red ones are always like nice.
It's just one of those things that has like a slight variance in the actual color, and no listing for it being different.
Interesting.
But it's funny to hold right next to each other the like a newsstand and then a direct, just to see like the slight difference of color even in that.
And you can see it.
Yeah.
See, on this Edge of Spider-Verse, I would be more inclined to hold that, just hoping that CGC acknowledges that on the label one day.
Well,
Because
see,
then
so CBCS recognize that they exist, but they don't say if you have one or not. They say something like along the lines, there are versions where the background is darker or something like that, or it's some weird phrasing of that, that they exist, but they don't tell you. They don't write down like if you have one or not.
It says light and dark cover versions exist, which is that is word for word what CBCS says.
And I bet you they also have the glossy on the Rise Zeros listed too.
That's probably true.
Yeah,
that's
glossy
definitely
and matte.
true. That's definitely true for those.
I think CGC does that also though, because they write it in the middle part. But I mean, they're getting rid of that. But
yeah.
But I mean, if you have a Rise Zero already graded, like you're more than likely going to say it's the glossy or matte version. I'm pretty sure. It's been a while since I looked at that book. I mean, it's not like there's not a million of those graded anyways, right?
That's true. I appreciate the insight on this one, though. I was always curious. I found this, and I'm just like, I legitimately no idea like how actually rare that weird book is.
I mean, it's a really cool book to have, like especially if you're a Gwen fan. Like
I'm a Gwen fan.
Yeah, I am too. I mean, I just like those girls in that, punk drummers, Oh.
So you were definitely a fan of the drummer from Scott Pilgrim then, right?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I approve.
You gotta love them redheads.
Sex bomb.
We are Sex Bomb.
Yeah.
Bless you. Who keeps sneezing on me?
I don't know.
So Aaron, you're going to Dallas Fan Expo. Ultra, are you going to Dallas Fan Expo?
I am not.
Oh, sad panda. And
I'm very firmly anchored to the Orlando area, so
oh, that makes sense.
Ninth lives in the Dallas area, so it's a crime if he misses it.
I think he might miss it though. He's not here right now, so he may be.
Do you know what's funny? Last year is the first time I met Ninth at Fan Expo, and he was the first person for me to meet in person from all these different podcasts.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that is awesome. Nah, I'm excited though. Dallas is going to be. I'm really excited for another convention.
Just make sure you're wearing shorts. That's all I have to say, because it's.
I mean, I was wearing shorts last time.
It's
hot.
I
did not wear shorts. I wore hoodies last time. I definitely wore hoodies when I was in Orlando.
Yeah. You won't need a hoodie in Texas. Yeah, you won't need a hoodie.
I'd have to buy one when I was there. But I would not be wearing.
I like a good sweat. I like a good sweat, good moist sweat.
As long as you're wearing deodorant, that's fine, right?
Oh man, come on now. I may look like I smell, but I don't. I smell of roses and rich mahogany.
Like I smell.
It's true.
Oh man. Well, all right. So stuck in Orlando, but yeah, Dallas should be fun. There are gonna be some crazy exclusives at Dallas, I think.
Yeah, just like always.
I got a few books back from CGC. If y'all want to see.
No, I don't want to see them. I don't want to see you showing off your Brazil 9.
My Brazil, something is killing it.
First to the graded census, you turd.
You got that one back?
He's so mean to me. He let me hold it. He let me hold it before he sent it off for grading. It's really cool though. Yeah, he got it back. He submitted them right at MegaCon. So CGC was there, so it was easy.
I mean, we were talking something is killing the children earlier, so I might as well. Bring them out. So this is
$1 start. $1 1 minute. Let's do this now. I got $1.
Yeah, this is it's funny. Like when you look up the grades, like you can click on the census and see like previous information. For this book, there's no previous information at all. So this is I think this is one of the first ones on the census.
It's the first one on the census.
Yeah.
So show me the back. Let's see the back of that book. It's stunning.
This is the
highest graded. Not bad.
Yeah. So highest graded too.
No, I thought you had a 9.6. I thought you got a 9.6.
No, I hit a 9.4 on it. So
I thought you had 2.
So I had 4 total.
Right, but 2 you sent in for. I know you had 1 signed, right?
I had 2 signed, double signed.
Oh, okay.
So I have 2 double signed coming back.
Okay, we'll see what
So
those come
those,
back. Okay.
so I don't know what those are being pressed. So I'm
okay,
hoping,
yeah, okay.
I'm hoping for a little bit higher than that. So I'll have like the first 3 on the census, but I really
love
like the
back
back
of that
cover. Yeah,
It's
because it's
stunning.
issue number 5.
Yep, I
Yeah.
love that.
And then the book I did hit a 9.8 on was this beautiful Frozen foil cover. Something is going.
How dare you? How dare you, sir?
Yeah. So,
the audacity.
I know, right?
I have 2 of those coming back from a double signing, so hopefully they come back okay.
Nice. Yeah, because I think Phil sent a couple of his in for double signings too. But I don't remember his grades, but that's up for him to show off. So, but I mean, if Frozen was there, I probably would have gotten that triple signature.
She's maybe Chicago. I think she might be at Chicago, and that might be the only one.
Yeah, I think she lives in the Midwest area.
She does. So. She's out of the Midwest, yeah.
I thought she lived in Canada.
No.
Well, that works too.
I could have sworn.
I thought that was Hans. I thought Stephanie Hans lived in Canada.
I go back and look at my live stream that I did with Jenny last year and see what I could have sworn she told me she lived in Canada. But I think she does Chicago because she's partnered with an art gallery in Chicago and she has like exhibits there like year round. Yeah, something like that she was telling me. I'm gonna go back and look at it and see. But I could have sworn she said she was from Canada. Because I thought she was from somewhere in the Midwest as well. But if she's not from Canada, then maybe it's Minnesota. But I know it's way, way, way up north.
I think Bartel lives in Minnesota, if I'm not mistaken. Because it's like wherever Tony Blue Green Artifacts lives. Like
he lives in. Yeah, he does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's their hometown hero for comic book artists.
Who is this one?
Jen Bartel.
Oh, she's from Minnesota as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where Frozen is from.
Frozen, she's based out of Chicago. She's got to be based out of Chicago. Because the art gallery she goes to, the art gallery that I'm talking about, that's in Chicago.
Yeah, exactly. So I think, because they always they were trying to sell her like original art and stuff like that.
Oh God, yeah, crazy stuff.
Yeah,
crazy stuff.
Because that's my goal. By the time I get to C2E2, is to buy a cover from Frozen, and I know
really,
which one. Yeah,
which one?
I'm not gonna say on air.
Well, yeah, because I can definitely go buy it as soon as you say what it is out loud. I would never.
No, but hey, man, there's those sharks out there. So,
man, she might be from Chicago, man.
I think she's from Chicago.
She went to University Northern Illinois University, and
the S is silent.
She met Tim Seeley at 4 Star Studios in Chicago. So yeah, she might. But outside of that, on her Wikipedia, it don't say much else. But I know.
Give her a call. Give her a call real quick.
Hey, let me call her and see. Let me text her right quick.
Oh, that's funny. That is funny.
Oh man. Y'all got anything else y'all want to talk about?
Anybody else?
Who's gonna win Game 5?
Oh my God! Is it on right now?
Right now.
Reporter just started.
I just turned it on. I'm like, what the fuck?
Warriors up by.
It's like wrap it up, B. Let's go. We got a game to watch.
On this.
Oh,
I just realized.
Yeah, let's we can do the wheel and then we can all go watch the game.
Spin that wheel. Curry's having a terrible night. They literally said everyone could beat us but Curry, and they are. They're literally losing to everyone else except for Curry right now. I'm so mad right now.
He blew. He's good. He's always good for one stinker in the series.
No, but I mean, like, it's just they probably like, all right, they're gonna do the concept of like, hey, let's have everyone else beat us, and they're probably trapping.
You don't want to let the Warriors win. You don't want to have the Warriors win and have a chance to clinch and win at home because they'll kill you in the next game because they definitely don't want to leave again.
No.
It's the start.
They gotta win this game, or else the Warriors are gonna win the series.
Dude, the Warriors they're shooting 23% from the 3-point line. How are they winning? What is happening?
Well, it's because of
That
the
crowd, man.
Warriors. The Warriors on that third quarter, always that third.
They
quarter.
got.
No, they lost. They
Boston
lost the
beat
third
their ass
quarter.
the third quarter.
They lost third quarter.
Boston got with them.
Oh,
Like,
they did. I was looking at that. I
I
was looking at opposite.
The turnover. The turnover.
That's why Steve Kerr said for them to do whatever they had to do. That means fight.
It's a turnover. It's 6 turnovers to the Warriors and 15 turnovers to the Celtics. That is why they are losing right there.
Well,
Both teams have been.
Quarter. Look at their first.
Both
quarter,
teams
too,
take turns turning the ball over a lot in these games.
No, the Celtics have been notoriously bad for it, though. I think Jason Tatum, has the most turnovers in the playoffs.
That's terrible.
Single-handedly.
Yeah, I hate the Celtics, so I can't. They gotta go. I can't. I never can root for this.
Hey, just don't say that in front of James from Hive Comics.
I know. I apologize.
I will tell him
Celtics fans out there, but I've hated the Celtics since 1983. So.
I mean, that was before he was born anyway, so you're good.
Yeah, so I hated them since I was in elementary school, man. I hate the Celtics.
Perfect.
Only because they were so good when I was a kid. That's the only reason why. It wasn't because of anything other than they were so good.
Oh, so you weren't a fan of, like, Larry Bird, I'm guessing?
No, not at all. I hate him. I was a Magic Johnson fan. And they used to go back and forth. So,
Aaron, how was it? How was the Whatnot show?
I'll tell you off air.
Okay. Oh,
it was that good.
Oh, okay.
No, it wasn't.
Right,
it wasn't at all.
Oh my God! All right, off air. Here we go. Spin this wheel. Who wants to Vanna White the wheel, ladies and gentlemen?
All right, so y'all, once again, shout out to Drew from Wanted Comics for hooking us up with these.
Thank you, Drew.
Thanks, Drew. Good looking out.
Souza Micah exclusive, beautiful set right here. Got the Virgin and the trade. Shout out to Souza Micah for hooking me up with that autograph book too. So we're gonna get this set.
Shout out Souza Micah.
Oh, and happy birthday, Lucy.
Oh,
yeah. Happy birthday,
Mama Comics.
Congratulations on turning 21 again.
You know?
Yes, sir.
That's right.
All right. So one of you lucky rascals in the chat is gonna win this book.
My money's on Coco. Come on, Coco.
No, I don't want Coco to win this. If Coco wins this, I'm respinning. Wow. Dwayne Scott, man, Dwayne Scott just came in. I thought he was like one of the last people to leave a comment. But better late than never. My guy Dwayne.
I should have left a comment.
You did put a comment in there. I should have.
I did, didn't I?
Skiff, man.
What?
It doesn't count if I do it. If it doesn't count if I do it like that.
Skiff, you got it all, brother. You got it all. I was like, Skiff, doing with this book.
Does it count if I do it like this, like on your account, right?
But you know what? I used to. Anytime somebody would come on one of my shows, I would put their name in the giveaway wheel. And one day somebody got offended by it. I'm like, "What, you here?" See, on Drunken Chat, we don't care. We be like, "Hey, put our name in that wheel because whatever."
Yeah. Well, there'd be too much fire to go around. Be like, hold on, man, I need to be up there.
It's because the wheel is smaller here, so that means like they have a higher chance of winning. And if it's one of us, then it looks like you're cheating like on drafts. So.
Hey, you're not cheating. You're not trying, right? Not cheating.
You damn right. You're not cheating. You're not trying. Though I would never cheat. You're not trying.
I mean, I'm from Houston, so I just need a trash can and we're good. So.
Damn.
Trash can. Dwayne, hit me up on IG, man, and I get
congrats, Scott,
brother. Big shout out, thank you to my brother Skiff for coming on tonight.
Oh, thanks
I
for
appreciate
the invite,
you, man. Your energy always off the hook. The beard always off the hook.
I mean, that man, where is it? I don't even know how to do this. Opposite, so it's like there we go, all the way across the room. Look at that glorious rich.
I mean,
we had Hall of Fame beards tonight, man. We had 2 Hall of Fame beards.
I cut mine. Mine was long like your guys for a while. And I cut it
Very,
off.
very. Oh, I just cut it today, guys. Just cut it today.
My Skip hollow foil is back here on the wall.
Oh,
I need stickers from everybody on the panel because I don't have any. So
that's a hard.
I guess I need to make some stickers, huh?
I got
They're cheap. They're cheap enough, and then it's easy.
You gotta, if you got the logo, man, that's the hardest part.
Yeah,
that's why you just hit up Eric S. Hurd for a logo. Be like, hey, I need a logo.
That's next on the bucket list.
Oh, is that a new one, Skeff?
No, this is my last big one.
Oh, that's your
last one. Yep.
Nice.
Last one.
Yeah, Skeff is Skeff the one who got me like, oh man, I need to get my stickers, man. Get my sticker game up. See, my stickers, my first hollow foil didn't come out right. It came out like really small. But my wife, she the smart one. So when she ordered stickers, they came out like the right size,
the ratio.
Yeah, she did it. She did them right. So
you has really good stickers is Coco Gal.
Yeah, she got some crazy. She got some crazy stickers. Yeah, she does a good job with her merch. Period.
Yeah, and her shirts are nice, so they're comfortable too. Same with Nine shirts; those are really comfortable as well.
Yeah, Nine shirts, hoodies, and
when we get, I was looking at baseball jerseys the other day. Well, when we get back from the cruise, I'm gonna go to the store and.
Are you going to cruise? Are you going?
Yeah. I'm gonna go, man.
Okay, so you're not going to Dallas.
Yeah, I'm not going to Dallas, man. I'm gonna have to take that L and
Yeah.
Well,
it's this weekend.
I can fill in for your spots, at Dallas.
No. I already got a spot there. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Skeff, you're safe. You're guaranteed spots.
I just do 7 shows instead of 5 per day.
Right. I'll do chef. I'm definitely gonna be doing 6 shows while in Dallas. You bet your sweet bottom. I am doing 6
will be
shows.
good. He's gonna take a whole bunch of what is that stuff called? The airborne. It'll be good.
See, I mean, my secret is I just go on Sunday and then I'll just stay on the stage until Skeff shows up behind me. Like, hey, it's my turn to go on. I'm like, okay. I've been on for 2 hours without anyone stopping me, so I'm good.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
A great whatnot commercial will be Aaron starting the sale at the end of the con, and then everybody done packed up, all the lights is cut off, and Aaron is still in there. All right, we're gonna start this $1 1 minute.
$1 1 minute. Let's get it. Who wants to bring the baseball
until the Wi-Fi gets cut?
Yeah, the con floor is now closed. Good thing I have my Wi-Fi device. Let's go.
Got my Wi-Fi hotspot. All I gotta do.
Right.
It'd be like, I'm not leaving.
Right. I'm not leaving.
Why they dragging him out of
and then you see the police pat me on the shoulder, sir. You're gonna have to come with us.
Well, officer, I'm gonna need you to.
I'm not going nowhere.
I'm gonna need you to download this app and place a bid, sir.
Hey, will you join the app by clicking this link and then signing up?
I love it.
See, that's the real thing, getting people to sign up for whatnot as sellers. And
Ooh, I got my money from one already.
I did too.
It only took 30 days to get the money in the account, but it showed up.
Yep. Hey, I got a couple referrals, which was nice.
What they say, better late than never.
Well, yeah.
Yep.
Better late than never, man. All right, guys. Let's get up out of here, man. So we can watch this game, and then also want to. I gotta go get on whatnot. So yeah, I'm gonna have to wrap this up. If y'all plan on attending my whatnot sale, look, I'm there. If y'all don't plan on attending my whatnot sale, screw you. You make bad decisions in life.
Wow. Wow. Hey, Ninth, have you shipped my books yet by chance? Have you shipped out my books by chance yet, buddy? I was looking for those books.
They went out last week, bro. Check your tracking.
You should check your mailbox and make sure they're not in there.
I should go check that mailbox. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go check my mailbox.
No, hey, Scare, funny thing is,
yeah.
Somebody hit me up and they was like, "Oh, was that dude that wears the Redskins mask giving you problems?" I was like, yeah, apparently, that was the guy, and he was like, yeah. I'm not gonna say what they said about the guy because I don't
We'll stay
want to
it
disparage
off air.
nobody's
We'll stay it off
publicly,
air.
but
We'll stay it off
like,
the air.
Just
I'm
that.
glad I got all the good boy covers I want.
You want more? I have more. Do you want more? I have more. Do you want more?
Mine. I got mine from Bird City, and then I got the other one from Mel. So
you get a good boy. You get a good boy. You get a good
right.
boy.
I just want to give them away now for free. Free good boy sale.
Now, these were like the first one. This was like the one I got was the Kickstarter. The first one.
Hey, if you don't have the new
where you
Kickstarters, I have the second volume 2 Kickstarters. If you're interested,
I'm good with the one I got. I like the one I got.
have these coasters. I have these coasters.
Oh, those are
from
coasters?
the good boy.
I thought those was like cryptocurrencies or something. Like,
Are those metal? Are those metal?
Yeah.
Because I never saw like a size comparison of them.
I actually want one of
those.
Dude,
yeah,
no.
I actually want one.
At MegaCon, Garrett showed me pictures of them. I was just like,
here's
kind
a
of
credit
like,
card, and here's the coin.
Can you show me the front of that card? Because I caught the back of the number. So.
Oh yeah, good.
Hey, Ultra, I can use that to put my blunts out. Won't put holes in them.
Ultra's just like, I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, y'all, we out.
Bye, guys.